look like you're lying. You look like you're reclining in the chair.
I'm not. Jeez.
And Patrick even propped up with pillows.
I know.
So
I
that
got. Yeah.
like if you look in there, you look like you're like.
I know. Okay, I'll just lean forward. How's that?
Yeah, I'm sitting on the edge. But
It's Christmas after.
Oh God.
Okay, we need some order here. Hey everybody, it's feel free to interrupt in mid-intro.
Well, that was like how many all rights? I was counting them. That was like 6 or 7.
Are you ready to redefine what it means to thrive at any age? Welcome to Age is Just a Number with BJ and Ruth. In your 40s, 50s, 60s, and beyond, you deserve to live your best life. Say goodbye to preconceived notions and let's shatter those stereotypes together. Get ready to own your vitality because age, well, that's just a number.
Hey everybody, it's BJ.
And Ruth.
And we're back talking about health and fitness and helping you accomplish your health and fitness goals. And just want to thank everybody that subscribed and just encourage you, if you're watching and you haven't, please take a minute and subscribe to the channel. Our first goal is to get over 100 subscribers. And we also want to make sure that you don't miss out on any content that we cover or any of the information that we're putting out there. And we do a couple of videos every week, so you're going to want to make sure that you're staying up on that. And we're going to take some time at some point and go into the kitchen.
We are going to go to the kitchen. I am holding true, though, on my previous promise. I will not share the protein pancake recipe until we have 100 subscribers.
Okay. All right.
So there you go. So like, share, subscribe.
Gotcha.
Unless you don't get to know how I do my protein pancakes.
Yeah, and we're going to take a trip to the gym at some point also, so to have you guys walk you guys through some of our workouts and just to help you with that. But today, we want to talk about, and especially for beginners, we want to talk about some gym do's and don'ts. If you're going to the gym or back to the gym, there's some things that can help you to have a better experience at the gym and help everybody else at the gym have a better experience while you're there also.
Yes.
Right?
Because we're all sharing the same playground together.
Yeah. And I think to start with, this is a little bit more generic and general, but just want to reiterate that this is about a marathon, not a sprint. So for you getting back to the gym or getting to the gym, we want to be consistent. We want to be looking at how we can do this so that we're consistently there and building on every workout going forward. And so these are some things that will help that process. So understand it's not a sprint, okay? So it's not what you do for a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, but where are you in 3 months and 6 months and 10 months?
It's what you're doing every day.
Right?
Every day.
And so we want to build a good plan that way and help you with some things. So probably the number one thing I think to help you as far as the gym and gym etiquette and do's and don'ts and all of those things is I would say go to a couple of gyms, because not all gyms are created equal.
Nope.
Some are going to, each one is going to have a different atmosphere and a different feel and a different vibe and different equipment.
And different people.
Yeah. So take, I don't know, depends how many gyms are in your area, but take some time and go to a few of the gyms in your area and see what they're like. I think the other part is and get a tour of the gym. Don't just go kind of walking through the gym if you don't know what's there.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'll use the gym I train at as an example. It's not for everybody.
No,
right?
It's not. It's more of that bodybuilding grunt gym.
A little bit
but
more.
It's great for motivation.
Sure.
And I think you really like it for that.
Yeah.
Whereas I live on Bear Mountain, and I train at Bear Mountain Activity Center, and it's a 2-second walk for me. And I love that because it's not, I have no excuses to not just do that very quick jaunt over to the gym. But it's a different feel, and it's a different, and the people are different, and so you got to go where it fits and where it feels good, and where you are motivated.
Yeah, where it's
going to
work for you, right?
Yeah.
I know one of the things I like about going to Bear Mountain with Ruth, and I don't go all the time, but I like the convenience of the hot tub after
Hot
training.
tub in the pool.
And the pool.
Yeah, the heated pool in the hot tub. And
But,
yeah.
that's not, so for me, that's not enough to say, okay, I'm going to come train here all the time.
Right. Yeah.
So you need to find out, take the time and go to a few different places and check out the atmosphere, check out different training times, check out what it's like when you want to train there. Right?
Every gym is different for its peak times.
Right.
And based on your own schedule, what are the times that you're going to be going?
Yes.
And what days?
Yeah.
And yeah.
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 And the other thing with that, when you decide on a gym, typically every gym has some kind of coaching personal trainer program, or at least someone who's going to take you through all of the equipment so you know how it all works and how to we did the whole video on two videos on how not to get hurt and stay out of injuries at the gym.
Right.
A big part of that is knowing what the equipment does, knowing how to use it properly, knowing what correct form is, and you can go through those videos to see what we talk about that. But if the gym offers some kind of complimentary coaching or some kind of, going through the equipment,
An orientation or something. Yeah.
yeah, take advantage of that for sure. Okay?
Yeah.
Right?
I did that when I moved here to Bear Mountain, walking into the gym. I've been going to a gym for 15 years, but yet I don't know this gym and I don't know where everything is. So, don't be embarrassed. Walk in and say, can you give me a tour? Show me around. Show me where everything is. And so, yeah.
And they're more than happy to help. That's why they're there.
That's exactly it.
Right?
Ask the questions.
And to go with that, you need to probably take some time and think about, is it worth for you getting a coach?
Is it worth getting a coach or having some kind of guidance? Do you need that? And part of the orientation too is learning what their gym rules are and what the etiquette is, because every gym is different.
Yeah, we'll get to etiquette in a minute.
Yeah.
But to add to the coaching thing, one of the things having a coach does for you as well, obviously there's an expense with it, but having a coach, you're going to be accountable because there's somebody who's going to say, how was the week? What did this look like? So I'll give you an example for myself. I have a coach, but my coach is for my diet. I take care of my own training and handle my own training, but I have a coach who helps me with my diet. And, we check in every week. So he's looking at a picture of me every week. We're weighing in every week, depending on what the goals are and everything. But I have somebody who I'm accountable to and somebody who's giving me feedback from what they're seeing. And that's one of the things a coach is going to do. You just have to decide what that looks like for you. Maybe it's somebody that can give you a program and then you go back to them, I don't know, a couple of weeks or a month or something later and just review how it's going with the program or whatever the case might be. So decide what that looks like. There's usually an expense associated with that. Maybe there's something complimentary up front as far as your gym goes, that they offer you something. But look into that, find out what works for you, and start with that. Okay, now you're going to the gym, okay? You found the gym, now you're going, okay? Dress appropriately for the gym. And what does that mean? It doesn't mean that you have to go out and buy the most expensive workout gear, because it's not going to help you work out better.
No, it's not. It's
Right?
not. And you want something that you're comfortable in
Yeah.
to be
Sure.
working out in.
And on the flip side, don't go to the gym and work out in jeans for it, right? And I've seen people do that. I've seen people do that, right?
Wow, okay.
So you have to find out, going back to what you're comfortable training in, but maybe it's sweats and a t-shirt, maybe it's shorts and a tank top, maybe there's all sorts of different types of clothing you can wear, but find what you're comfortable in and that it is going to work for you for training, and it doesn't have to be expensive, right?
No,
So,
not at all.
For the gym, my personal belief is the gym is not where I'm going to show off my fashion, right? Mm-hmm. I'm going there to train. Mm-hmm. And then I'm going home to eat and grow.
Okay.
Right? So that's a simple one. Now you're going to the gym. So, okay, You've found the gym, you're dressed appropriately, you've gone to the gym and gotten a tour of the place.
You know where everything is.
Where everything is.
You know how to do stuff.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Presumably.
What's next? Here's an easy one. Do not bang the weights. Okay? Don't bang plates. Don't pick up and drop things. Don't put them down. If it's too heavy that you can't put it down,
then it was simply too heavy.
It's too heavy.
It's too heavy.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's an easy one, but let's start with that. And I think, Ruth, you were mentioning, I don't know if this was before or you already mentioned it, about when you're done with equipment, don't camp at the equipment, right?
You know what? Don't sit on a bench for 20 minutes texting and using your phone, and gyms a lot of times get busy and people are waiting maybe to use that, so that bench. So don't do that. Yeah.
We're there. You're there.
You're
to
there
train.
to train.
So train.
Not to chat.
Yeah. Well, not to chat on your phone.
Right.
Right. Certainly.
Yeah.
So, and to go with that, the other thing is wipe down the equipment after you're done.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
I don't know. Again, different gyms are set up differently, but I've yet to go to one that doesn't have spray bottles of some kind.
They always have the spray bottles, and they always have paper towels, and some gyms have the policy, wipe down after. I always do it. I wipe down before, because then that's, I know I'm assuming that the person ahead of me wiped it down, but what if they didn't? So I always wipe it down.
Yeah.
When I get started.
Sure. I don't. I wipe it down after I'm done.
Well, there you go.
I'm like, nah. But whatever. Yeah.
I've seen too many people not wipe down the
absolutely.
equipment. So
sure.
I just like to do it at the beginning.
Okay.
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 It's a rebel in me, I guess.
Okay. So we did the grunting? Did we grunting yet?
We didn't do
We
grunting.
haven't done grunting yet. Okay. So gyms are for training, not for grunting.
Not for grunting.
I mean,
nobody wants to hear you.
It's okay to make some kind of noise, but not certainly like screaming at the top of your lungs.
Screaming at the top of your lungs. Again, if it's too heavy, it's too heavy. And there's always that one person who needs to show off. It comes across as showing off. And so don't do it. Just kind of in bad taste.
Sure. Okay. This is a good one too. Put the weights away when you're done.
Oh, yeah.
Right? The plates, the dumbbells, whatever you've used, put them back where you got them.
And you know what? Yeah, because there isn't anything worse than you want to go do something and you can't find the equipment. Or, for a lot of people, there's a lot of people out there that if you load up the Olympic bar, you've got all the 45s on it, and then you just walk away. Well, there are some people who struggle to pick up a 45-pound plate. So then now they're stuck with having to take all the weight off. So don't do that.
Yeah, that's an easy one. So, and we've talked about kind of frequency and ideas and things like that, but let's just say that a good goal for starting at the gym, and we said start where you're at. So if it's once, start with once and then build on that and grow from that. But I think a good kind of starting goal for everybody would be 3 times a week. I think that's a reasonable try and aim for 3 times a week. And then you can build from there, 4 times a week, 5 times a week, 6 times a week, whatever works, for you.
And I know some people who like to go twice a week, but then maybe they'll have like 2 cardio days. So it varies for everyone. But consistency, we talked about that earlier, is the key.
Consistency is the key.
Consistency. Yeah. So show up.
Yeah.
And when you're there to work out. And there's always that element of, you bump into people that you know, and there can be a social aspect to it. But I often tell people, you know what, my time is precious to me. And so when I'm there, I'm in my zone. I'm there to train.
Sure.
And I'll talk to people when I'm done. But one of the things that is a great big don't in my world is if I'm in the middle of he knows where I'm going. If I'm in the middle of a set.
Do not come and talk to me.
Do not come talk to me. I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah.
Stand there politely and wait for me to be finished.
Right. Yep.
But don't start talking to me when I've got the weights and I'm working out.
Right.
That's really, really bad.
100%. Or if I'm strapped in and I haven't started lifting yet, that's not the time,
Not the time.
right?
No.
So yeah, 100%.
That would be my number one pet peeve at the gym. People come up and start talking to me, and it's like, go away.
And that's not to say you can't have a conversation with
After.
somebody at the gym, but just
Yeah.
not when they're in the middle of a set or
Exactly.
about to execute the set and getting ready to go.
Yeah.
So I think, let me see if that's everything I wanted to hit.
He's got his list again.
I did wipe down equipment. Don't bang the weights. Yeah, I think that was, oh, you know what? Here's another good one for when you're starting to go to the gym. You know, rep ranges, I think people ask about how many reps should they be doing.
Yeah.
You know, anywhere between 8 to 15 reps is probably a good starting point. You might even be better off going 10 to 15 reps, but let's say 8 to 12, 8 to 15 reps is a pretty good starting point for you to learn. Number one, that'll mean you're handling a weight that's appropriate for that rep range, and then also for you to learn correct form and let your body start to adjust and get used to and your muscles used to it, and the joints, ligaments, everything else. So that would be the other thing I would say is the rep range. It's going to like 6 to 8 reps or 5 to 8 reps right off the start. Probably not necessary, because that's gonna be a big strength building, which you may evolve into at some point, but we're just saying for when you start.
And I would, and if you're new to the gym, definitely, get a trainer, or for even 3 sessions where they can teach you proper form. Reach out to a friend if you know of someone who understands the gym, is a regular gym goer.
Yeah.
Because good form, it keeps you safe. And so take the time to actually learn it.
Yeah.
I this past summer, because I live on Bear Mountain and I'm not a golfer, I actually thought I would try golfing. Well, I took lessons. I took 3 lessons because I don't know the first thing about playing the game of golf. And after 3 lessons, because I thought, teach me the basics, teach me the form, teach me the swing. And I suck. I absolutely suck at it. But I'm learning to do it right. And
Yeah.
what I've learned is I need more than 3 lessons, but that's another podcast.
Yeah. Probably what you need to do is practice to
Well,
apply what you learned in those 3 lessons.
Exactly. But
right?
again, in the gym, proper form keeps you safe. So
Yep.
take the time. Everyone learns, and there's a learning curve to be had, but go in there with, reach
Yep.
out to people.
Yeah, and
to do it right.
And you can get some. There's even information on YouTube. There's channels like ours that are going to give you good information and good quality stuff. The one thing I would say about what you're grabbing off of YouTube or the internet is it's not all good. There's some stuff that's absolutely not right.
Right.
That's going to get you hurt. That's going to cause you to overtrain or whatever it might be. This exercise is going to potentially doing it like this is going to potentially cause future issues with your joints or your muscles or ligaments or whatever. So, make sure you're looking at quality information as far as that goes. There's a good information out there, but that goes back to the coach and getting a coach and working all those things in. So those are just some things for you as far as when you're starting. I mean, it's not just the starting, but if you're starting to go to the gym, you want to know what are the next steps. Those are some practical things I think that will help you with getting yourself together and getting to the gym and starting to have a good experience at the gym.
Yeah.
Even though when you first go, it might be like Ruth starting golf, where it's not very, it was funny. I said to someone, when I was good at golf was when I was single, because we golfed all the time. We went to the driving range all the time, right? So that's when I was good at it. So it's just a time thing, okay? So you commit to the process, commit and be consistent, like we're saying, and you're going to see progressive improvement.
You are, yeah.
Right.
And I know for a lot of you, if it's not something that you're constantly doing right now, it can be intimidating walking into a gym.
Yeah.
Even for those of us who do this all the time, to walk into a new gym can be intimidating because I know what to do, I just don't know where anything is.
Right.
And so a lot of it is reach out to people, surround yourselves with people who, go with someone, go ask questions. Just don't interrupt somebody in the middle of a set.
There you go.
It's very much frowned upon.
Okay, so for us, that's it for today. Thank you for joining us. And again, if you haven't, please take a minute and subscribe. We're shooting to get over 100 subscribers is our first goal, and we want to make sure that you stay informed. So, you know what, Ruth? That's it.
Age is just a number.
See ya.
Bye.